All right, CEtrends family. You know us, we love diving deep into the untold stories, the hidden corners of history, where true greatness often gets overlooked. Today, we're not just talking about headlines. We're hitting rewind to the 1970s, a decade that truly redefined global music. When you think of 70s reggae, one name immediately comes to mind, right? And while Bob Marley's legend is absolutely undeniable, the truth is, the reggae scene was a vibrant, sprawling universe, filled with countless stars who shaped the sound, but didn't always get the worldwide spotlight they deserved. So the big question is, what actually makes a 70s reggae artist underrated and forgotten, despite their massive impact? It's a complex puzzle, really, especially when you consider how powerful and influential reggae became. It's not about a lack of talent, believe me. It's more about the unique way the music industry worked in Jamaica back then, combined with the sheer explosion of creativity. Think about it like this. The 1970s was a golden era for reggae, a time when the music was absolutely overflowing with new ideas, fresh sounds, and profound spiritual messages. It was a period of incredible growth, deep rootsy rhythms, and a spiritual awakening that truly spoke to the world. But amidst all this brilliance, many artists, despite churning out incredible, game-changing work, often stayed below the radar for a few key reasons. And understanding these reasons isn't just about trivia. It's about understanding the very fabric of how this revolutionary music came to be. One of the biggest factors was the producer-driven industry. In Jamaica, back in the 70s, the producers were often the real stars. Think of names like Coxsone Dodd at Studio One, Duke Reid at Treasure Isle, Bunny Striker Lee, the legendary Lee Scratch, Perry, Joe Gibbs, Niney the Observer, Augustus Pablo himself with his Rockers International label, and the Hookham Brothers at Channel One. These weren't just guys who booked studio time. They were the architects of the sound. They crafted the rhythms, mixed the tracks, and often made the creative decisions that defined a song. They were the brilliant voices delivering the message, but the masterminds behind the board often took the bigger slice of the credit. Then there was the sheer voluminous output. Imagine a time before digital streaming, when music was primarily released on 7-inch vinyl singles. Jamaica's music scene was a relentless hit factory. New songs, new versions of old rhythms, new artists, they were constantly pouring out of the studios. It was incredibly hard for any single artist to consistently cut through all that noise, especially without massive marketing budgets or international record label backing. A song could be a massive hit in Jamaica, played on every sound system, but if it didn't get proper distribution overseas, the artist might remain a local hero rather than a global icon. It was a blessing for the diversity of reggae, but a challenge for individual artist recognition. And speaking of overseas, the international breakthrough challenges were immense. Beyond a select few like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Jimmy Cliff, getting major international distribution, radio play, and proper promotion was a huge, almost impossible hurdle. These artists might have been revolutionary in Jamaica, influencing countless musicians and setting trends that would echo globally. But without that big record label machine behind them, their genius often remained confined to the island and its direct diaspora. They might be legends to those who knew, but forgotten by the wider world. Finally, for many roots reggae artists, the focus on the message was paramount, not necessarily commercial success. Roots reggae was born from deep spiritual beliefs, Rastafari, and a strong sense of social justice. These artists weren't trying to make pop hits to get rich. They were messengers. They used their music to uplift, to educate, to challenge oppression, and to connect with their community. Their priority was the integrity of their message, not topping charts or selling out stadiums. This commitment to their art and their beliefs, while noble and powerful, sometimes meant they didn't chase the kind of commercial compromises that lead to global stardom. They sought spiritual richness, not necessarily material wealth. So when we talk about 70s reggae artists, unsung heroes, or forgotten reggae legends from the 1970s, or even underrated roots reggae singers and influential but obscure reggae artists, we're shining a light on the true backbone of a musical revolution. We're digging deep into the crates to celebrate the ones who truly changed the game, laying down tracks that continue to inspire and resonate, even if their names aren't on every classic rock radio station. And trust us at CEtrends, this isn't just a list. It's a journey into the heart of reggae's golden age. So settle in, because here are 10 70s reggae artists you forgot existed, but deserved more love, who truly changed the game.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Save an eternal day. Got your touch, your finger on your golden pen.
First up, we have Silford Walker. Now, this man had one of the most haunting and soulful voices in 70s roots reggae. A voice that could send shivers down your spine and speak directly to your soul. But here's the thing. He released very little material, making him one of reggae's most elusive and treasured figures. His 1978 album, Lamb's Bread, produced by the equally brilliant Glenn Brown, isn't just an album. It's an absolute masterpiece. It's filled with deep, conscious lyrics that tackle spiritual themes and social commentary with incredible vocal delivery. What makes Silford Walker so special? He perfectly embodies that raw, spiritual vibe of the era. His sound was pure, unpolished roots, filled with a mystical aura. Because of his limited output, Lamb's Bread became a legendary lost album for decades. A true hidden gem that hardcore reggae fans would seek out like buried treasure. His scarcity paradoxically made him even more influential among vocalists, as his unique tone and powerful delivery served as a benchmark for authentic roots singing. He proved that even a small catalog, if it's powerful enough, can leave an undeniable mark on music history. If you hear Chant Down Babylon from that album, you'll understand immediately. Next, let's talk about Prince Alla. This man is a true roots warrior. Prince Alla delivered powerful, spiritually charged anthems throughout the 70s with an unwavering commitment to the Rastafari message. His voice is distinctive, rich, commanding, and instantly recognizable. When Prince Alla sang, you listened. His lyrics were always profoundly Rastafarian, speaking of repatriation, liberation, and the struggles of the downtrodden. Tracks like Heaven Is My Roof or Funeral are more than just songs. They are deep cuts that resonate with a raw, authentic roots sound, powerful in their simplicity and message. Prince Alla was quite prolific, working with various producers and consistently releasing high-quality material. Yet, despite his consistent output and undeniable talent, he never quite broke into the mainstream consciousness in the same way as some of his peers. This makes him a true unsung hero of the roots movement, a consistent voice for the voiceless, whose contributions were vital but often celebrated more within the dedicated reggae community than globally. His powerful messages and deep spiritual conviction make him an essential listen for anyone wanting to understand the soul of 70s reggae.
What you gonna do with the jumping sailor? Early in the morning, rowing in the morning.
Moving on, we have Freddie McKay. This artist possessed an incredibly smooth, soulful voice that could convey both profound joy and deep sorrow within the same breath. He had a few undeniable hits, particularly popular in Jamaica, but his overall musical catalog is stacked with beautifully sung roots and lovers' rock tunes that somehow slipped under the radar for many international listeners. Freddie McKay had this incredible ability to blend the raw emotion of roots reggae with the melodic sweetness of lovers' rock, creating a sound that was both conscious and incredibly easy on the ears. His rendition of Picture on the Wall is a bona fide classic, a staple of any serious reggae collection. But if you dig deeper, you'll find a wealth of stunning vocal performances on tracks like I'm a Lonely Man or Dance This Ya Time. He was a master of his craft.
Why did he go? Tell me why did he go? Tell me why?
Don't let the name fool you, because Little Roy delivered some of the heaviest, most impactful roots reggae of the 70s. This man was singing conscious tunes, advocating for social change and justice, even before many others caught on. His voice had a raw, almost desperate urgency, a compelling quality that cut through the rhythm and grabbed your attention. Little Roy's work with legendary producers like Prince Buster and Augustus Pablo resulted in some truly groundbreaking tracks that are pure sonic gold. Think about Prophecy or Tribal War. These aren't just songs. They're powerful statements infused with a raw, almost spiritual fire. He pioneered a vocal style that was less about smooth melodies and more about powerful, direct communication. His fearless approach to lyrical content and his unique vocal delivery made him an undeniable innovator. Even if his name doesn't always come up in the first breath when discussing 70s reggae giants, he was an early warning signal, a voice that refused to be silenced, echoing the struggles of the time.
I've been searching the wall, by the river. I can't forget those lonely nights that...
Next up, Cornell Campbell. While he's often associated with the iconic producer Bunny Lee and the groundbreaking flying cymbals sound that dominated the mid-70s, Cornell Campbell's falsetto voice is without a doubt one of the most distinctive and captivating in all of reggae history. It's a voice that soared, effortlessly gliding over heavy rhythms. What makes Cornell truly stand out is his versatility. He could move seamlessly from sweet, heartfelt lovers' rock tunes, singing about romance and relationships, to militant, spiritually charged roots anthems that preached defiance and righteousness. He sang on countless rhythms, often being the uncredited, or at least undercredited, voice behind some of the era's most iconic grooves. His range and consistency were truly remarkable, and his unique vocal texture added an ethereal quality to every track he graced. He was a master of vocal control and emotional delivery, making him a true craftsman of the reggae sound.
Remember where the round this man said, time ago, remember when man said, and this time ago,
Now, for any true reggae initiated, calling the Mighty Diamonds underrated might sound a little controversial, because their album Right Time is widely celebrated as an absolute classic. But in the wider music world outside of hardcore reggae aficionados, this incredible vocal trio often doesn't get the same global recognition as some of their more internationally famous contemporaries. And that's a shame, because their contribution is immense. Their harmonious, conscious sound, built on incredible vocal interplay between Donald Tabby Shaw, Fitzroy Bunny Simpson, and Lloyd Judge Ferguson, defined a significant part of roots reggae's golden age. Their lyrical messages of social justice, Rastafarian spirituality, and universal peace were delivered with unmatched grace, power, and unity. They created a sound that was both deeply spiritual and incredibly catchy. They weren't just singers. They were storytellers, prophets, and vocal architects who built towering cathedrals of sound with their voices. To truly understand the power of roots reggae harmony, you have to listen to the Mighty Diamonds.
Look at the life you're living.
Let's talk about Johnny Clark, a true chanter and melodic singer who was a roots reggae powerhouse in the mid-70s. This man was incredibly prolific, recording extensively with the legendary producer Bunny Lee and the dub wizard King Tubby. His versions of classic rhythms often showcased his raw energy and incredibly unique vocal style. Johnny Clark was incredibly popular in Jamaica, a true star on the local scene. He consistently released hit after hit, dominating the sound systems and radio waves. However, his name sometimes fades in international conversations, compared to artists who had bigger crossover appeal or more consistent album releases overseas. He was integral to the Flying Cymbals sound, a driving, rhythmic innovation that defined a major part of the 70s reggae sound. His voice, often delivered with a powerful, almost shouting style, made him an unmistakable force on any track he touched. He was the voice of the streets, delivering vital messages with undeniable conviction.
It's only Rasta. When I was in prison, who come and see I? When I was down and out.
This group, the Twinkle Brothers, brought a unique, almost melancholic spirituality to their roots reggae sound. Composed primarily of brothers Norman and Ralston Grant, their music stands out for its raw, almost minimalist productions, combined with deep, incredibly reflective lyrics. This made their music powerfully atmospheric and deeply moving. They managed to build a fiercely loyal following, especially in Europe, where their live shows were legendary for their hypnotic energy. However, in the broader narrative of reggae history, their profound impact on the meditative and spiritual side of the music is often undersold. While many roots artists focused on direct political messages, the Twinkle Brothers delved into deeper, more introspective spiritual themes. Listen to their album Love Controlla. It's a profound experience, a journey into the soul of Rastafari through music. Their ability to evoke deep emotion with seemingly simple arrangements is a testament to their genius.
Well, I'm a black man in a white man's skin. I just wanna get out. I don't know how I got in.
Next, we have Barry Brown, a prolific and highly respected vocalist who truly served as a bridge between the classic roots reggae sound of the 70s and the emerging dancehall style of the early 80s. His distinct vocal style, characterized by a smooth yet powerful delivery, along with his consistently conscious lyrics, were featured on countless crucial rhythms throughout this transitional period. Barry Brown was hugely popular on the vibrant Jamaican sound system scene. His songs would electrify crowds, showcasing his ability to ride a rhythm with incredible precision and charisma. While he was a massive presence in the local dance halls, his albums often didn't receive the same international promotional push as some others, making him a heavyweight vocalist who undeniably deserves more retrospective love and recognition from a global audience. He was a constant force, adapting his style to new rhythms while always maintaining his lyrical integrity, a true testament to his enduring talent.
Girl, you leave, oh yeah. You see what? Yeah!
Last, but certainly not least, let's shine a light on the Viceroys. While this group had a long and commendable career that spanned several decades, their mid-70s roots output, especially when they worked under the guidance of producer Linval Thompson, is nothing short of phenomenal. This period of their career showcases their absolute best work. Their music is characterized by incredibly tight harmonies and an earnest, heartfelt delivery on tracks that spoke directly to the struggles and hopes of the Jamaican people. Songs like We Must Unite perfectly capture the essence of roots reggae's communal spirit and its call for collective struggle against oppression. The Viceroys were a consistent force in the vocal group tradition, producing high-quality music year after year. However, they often stand in the shadow of other giants like the Abyssinians or the Congos, despite their equally powerful contributions to the vocal harmony sound that defines so much of 70s reggae. Their enduring quality and impactful messages make them a group that absolutely deserves more recognition. And there you have it, the top 10 70s reggae artists who might have slipped from the mainstream spotlight, but whose impact on the music, its message, and its very soul is absolutely undeniable. These artists, Bretta, are vital threads in the rich, complex tapestry of 70s reggae. Their music continues to inspire, to move, and to resonate through the ages, proving that true artistry and cultural impact aren't always measured by Billboard charts or global fame. They are the unsung heroes, the hidden gems, the foundational figures whose genius simply couldn't be contained, even if their stories weren't widely told. If you found this deep dive fascinating, if you enjoyed uncovering these forgotten legends, then you're exactly where you need to be. Here at CEtrends, we're all about exploring the real stories behind the headlines, the cultural giants who shaped our world. Whether they're A-list celebrities or the quiet geniuses who revolutionized music, we bring you the trends, the untold narratives, and the deep dives you won't find anywhere else. So if you're into music history, entertainment legacies, or just love discovering groundbreaking artists, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss another one of our exclusive deep dives. We're always uncovering fascinating stories, from the latest celebrity lifestyle trends to the unsung heroes of music genres across the globe. And speaking of deep Z, if you love this journey into reggae's heart, you absolutely have to check out some of our other videos. Have you ever wondered about the rise of Afrobeats and how it's taking over the global music scene? We've got a fantastic piece breaking down its journey. Or maybe you're curious about the fashion trends that defined 90s hip-hop and how they influence today's celebrity style. We've got that covered, too. We explore everything from the icons who shaped culture to the latest buzz in the entertainment world. So click on the suggested videos that are popping up on your screen right now, or head over to our channel page to explore our full library of amazing content. Give thanks for joining us on this journey, and remember, keep digging deep, keep listening, and keep celebrating the true legends of sound. One love, CEtrends family.